നെതർലാൻഡിൻ്റെ തലസ്ഥാനമായ ആംസ്റ്റർഡാമിലേക്കാണ് യാത്ര. ആംസ്റ്റർഡാമിലെ ക്രൂയിസ് സ്പോട്ട്. ഇത് ആംസ്റ്റർഡാം റെയിൽവേ സ്റ്റേഷൻ്റെ സമീപത്താണ്. വളരെ മനോഹരമായ ഒരു തീരമാണിത്. ഇവിടെ കൂടുതലും സൈക്കിൾ യാത്രക്കാരാണ്. സൈക്കിൾ യാത്രക്കാർക്ക് വേണ്ടി പ്രത്യേകം ട്രാക്ക് തന്നെ ഇവിടെ സജ്ജീകരിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. ധാരാളം വിനോദസഞ്ചാരികളെ ആകർഷിക്കുന്ന ഒരു കേന്ദ്രമാണ് ഇവിടം. ആംസ്റ്റർഡാം സെൻട്രൽ റെയിൽവേ സ്റ്റേഷൻ. റെയിൽവേ സ്റ്റേഷൻ്റെ ഉൾഭാഗമാണ്. റെയിൽവേ സ്റ്റേഷൻ്റെ ഉൾഭാഗത്തുകൂടി ഒരു വശത്ത് നിന്നും മറുവശത്ത് എത്തി. അവിടുത്തെ കാഴ്ചകളാണ് ഈ കാണുന്നത്. ഇവിടെ നിന്ന് ഏകദേശം 1 കിലോമീറ്ററോളം സ്ട്രീറ്റ് വാക്ക് നടത്തിയ കാഴ്ചകളാണ് ഈ കാണുന്നത്. ചെറിയ ചെറിയ ലഘു ഭക്ഷണശാലകൾ, സോവനീർ ഷോപ്പ്, മറ്റ് ഷോപ്പിംഗ് കേന്ദ്രങ്ങൾ എല്ലാം വഴിയോരങ്ങളുടെ കാഴ്ചകളാണ്. ഗൈഡ് കൊടിയുമേന്തി നമുക്ക് മുമ്പിൽ വഴികാട്ടിയായി പോകുന്നുണ്ട്.
something about history of the cuckoo clock and how they made. So we will start with very first one clock, more than 370 years ago. In 1640 they made this simple clock. It made all of the wood. As you can see, the gears behind, two beams for the balance. It has only one handle showing the hours, no minutes, no seconds. So sometimes you have to guess what time it is, but it's good if you would like to sleep longer. Nobody will know that. So that's perfect clock for me. To make this move, every holiday you have to pull the stone hanging on the rope. This is the replica, of course, the original one is in museum. So 100 years later we have second generation of the cuckoo clock, still no cuckoo bird, but we call it cuckoo clock. It's face painted clock, so they start to be more creative during the bad weather, like today, of course, and they paint the faces. But now we have already metal parts like a 2 weights pendulum and 2 handles with minutes, no sleeping more, sorry. In full hour the bell is going more times, still no cuckoo bird inside. Depends what's the time, and then in half hour we have once. 50 years later, approximately 1800, the first cuckoo clock, the real cuckoo clock with all elements what they have today, with the roof, with the carvings, metal parts, and of course the famous bird. So this clock called train station clock, it's wood. They use this kind of wood. It's a lime or a basswood. It's very soft wood, but it takes 4 years to dry, so they can cut and carve. In class, they use this kind of machine for cutting, this kind of tool for carvings. Okay, now it's more laser machines. They make it like this, stencil, and then cutting this. Assembling, yes, in fasten it now. It's going with a hand as well, like this. They put something like that. And the roof, it can be leaves, deer, any kind of decoration, what they want. This is the natural color of the wood, but they like it more darker in Black Forest, so they will paint differently, or this kind, or even darker. And what is the important inside of each cuckoo clock? It's mechanism. So we have 4 types of it: daily and weekly without music, and daily and weekly with music and dancing people. So this position is for dancing people. How to know if the cuckoo clock has inside then music or not, based on the weights.
Weekly and daily?
Daily, weekly without music, daily, weekly with music. So it's different with and without. I will explain. So if you see the small weights, this is a daily cuckoo. So you have to wind it every day. So if you see the big weights, this is a weekly clock. So you have to wind it every 8 days. If you see 2 weights, that means only the clock and the bird. No music, no dancing people. If you see, for example, 3 weights like this or this, is it daily and weekly? There is music and dancing people because you have 3. So 1 is for the clock, 1 is for the bird, and 3rd is for music and dancing people. That's how you recognize the difference between 2 weights and 3 weights, small one and big one. Daily, weekly, or I said without or with music. The bird, famous bird, of course. We don't have a live bird inside. We don't have to feed the bird. We have this whistle, so we make the sound like this.
That's the sound that comes out.
Yes, that's how the sound is. This is for the big cuckoo clock, like deeper voice. And of course we have a kid, the baby bird, squeaky. So this is about the bird. Pendulum, the small part, not less important. If it's staying still, for example, the clock is not working. You have to move it from right to left, not so much like you mean. Doesn't matter, left to right to left, and then the clock starts to work. And for the clocks which has music box, this is music box. If I make it move, you will not hear so much. If I put it on wood, you hear very well because the wood is natural amplifier for the sound, so each music box is always attached to the wooden wall of the clock. And this is the only part which is not produced in Germany, in Black Forest, it's produced in Switzerland. So this is the only one. Everything else is produced here in Germany. So what else? Battery operated, of course. For young people, busy people who don't have time, of course, to wind and we have battery operated. So what you should do, put the battery inside and enjoy in your clock. The rest is automatically. On this wall you can see the battery operated. They are very similar to the mechanical on this wall. Only the chain is shorter, the weights are plastic or wooden, they are only decoration, so you don't have to pull it, nothing, this is just the only decoration that they remind on mechanical. So again, now I will show you some interesting clocks, like this, we call it single lady clock. She's wearing a hat, very traditional hat in past, they wear it all the time. That means she's single, so the boys can approach to her, introduce, and etc, etc, etc. But if the lady has a black pompons and hat, her husband is also there, please don't. It's like, don't touch. And this one, like Romeo and Julia, in half hour, only the bird is coming out. In full hour, the gentlemen start to play violin, hoping that not only the bird will come out, that the lady will come out, and of course, here she is. She is coming out, so they have party every hour. So, on this wall you can see mechanical operated, on this wall you can see battery operated. If you would like to buy a cuckoo clock for yourself, we will give you 2 years of international warranty and servicing all around the world. Also the tax refund goes minimum spending €75. After that you will get a form and you can